Welcome to Classic Screen Legend. Do you remember when these Hollywood legends felt untouchable? Faces on your screen, names that could sell a movie, and moments you replayed like memories? Today, we're revisiting the stars who once ruled the spotlight, then quietly faded from it because of tragedy, pressure, changing looks, or choosing a different life. Stay to the end. Which forgotten legend do you remember the most? Tom Berenger. Tom Berenger's steely stare and battle-worn charisma in Platoon made him an unforgettable cinematic icon. In recent years, he has stepped back from major film work, prioritizing family while choosing smaller television roles. Now 76, he maintains a low profile, acting selectively and rarely seeking the intensity of the Hollywood spotlight. Nick Nolte. Nick Nolte's gravelly voice and rugged intensity in 48 Hours transformed him into a massive 1980s icon. However, ongoing health struggles and years of hard living eventually pulled him away from the spotlight, making his roles increasingly rare. Now 84, he lives a quiet life, making only occasional public appearances. Phoebe Cates. Phoebe Cates' beauty in Fast Times at Ridgemont High and her lovable charm in Gremlins made her an 80s poster queen. She stepped away from acting in the mid-90s to focus on raising her family. Now 62, she runs her Blue Tree Boutique in New York and stays out of view. Rick Moranis. Rick Moranis' gentle, nerdy charm in Ghostbusters made him a beloved 80s comedy icon. At his peak, he stepped away to raise his children and chose privacy over fame, which gradually made him a forgotten star to younger audiences. Now 72, he lives quietly and returns only for rare, carefully chosen projects. Jennifer Grey. Jennifer Grey's breakout in Dirty Dancing turned her into an 80s romantic legend. After a widely discussed nose job changed her signature look, her career momentum cooled and Hollywood's attention moved on. Now 65, she acts occasionally, keeps a lower profile, and remains forever linked to that iconic love story. Tatum O'Neal. Tatum O'Neal dazzled early in Paper Moon, becoming America's Golden Girl. Personal struggles and years of turbulent headlines gradually pushed her out of steady A-list work, leaving her less visible than her fame once suggested. Now 62, she focuses on health and family, with only occasional screen appearances. Sean Young. Sean Young's striking presence in Blade Runner made her instantly unforgettable. But industry conflicts and shifting Hollywood tastes cut in her leading lady run, and her career drifted towards smaller projects. Now 66, she works selectively and stays connected to fans through conventions, where her cult status still shines. Kelly McGillis. Kelly McGillis' poised strength in Top Gun made her instantly unforgettable. After stepping away from Hollywood's constant pressure, she chose a quieter, more private life, which slowly pushed her out of the mainstream spotlight. Now 68, she keeps things low-key, appearing only occasionally and letting her legacy speak for itself. Michael Scoufling. Michael Scoufling's quiet, cool charm in 16 Candles made him an instant crush. After a handful of films, he left Hollywood early, choosing privacy and family over fame. Now 65, he stays almost completely out of public view, focusing on a normal life and hands-on work to many fans. Thomas Howell. Thomas Howell's boyish intensity in The Outsiders made him a familiar face audiences still recognize. When teen stardom cooled, he shifted into steady television and independent projects instead of headline roles. Now, 59, he keeps working consistently, even if the spotlight rarely follows him the way it once did. Meg Tilly. Meg Tilly's luminous vulnerability and Agnes of God made her stand out as a rare, heartfelt screen presence. Injuries and personal priorities pulled her away from constant filming, and her appearances became less frequent. Now 65, she lives more quietly, writing and taking selective acting jobs that fit her pace. Daryl Hannah. Daryl Hannah's ethereal beauty and splash made her unforgettable, with a softness that audiences adored. Over time, she chose a lower-profile path, focusing on activism and selective roles rather than chasing constant buzz. Now 65, she keeps life private, returning only occasionally for projects that match her values. Dana Delaney. Dana Delaney's smart, radiant work on China Beach made her one of television's most admired leading women. She never fully disappeared, but she's often overlooked beside newer stars, choosing character work over hype. Now 69, she still acts regularly, showing up when a role feels meaningful to this day. Peter Weller. Peter Weller's intensity as RoboCop turned him into a sci-fi icon fans still quote and celebrate. Instead of chasing non-stop stardom, he branched into directing and other creative pursuits, making his screen time less constant. Now 78, he works selectively today, remaining a cult favorite with lasting impact. Jeff Fahey. Jeff Fahey's gritty edge in The Lawnmower Man made him a memorable leading man with real bite. Rather than becoming a permanent A-lister, he built a long career in television and independent films, often under the radar. Now 73, he still appears in projects, popping up with that same tough energy. Treat Williams. Treat Williams' easy charm and heroic swagger shown in Hair and later on Everwood, making him a longtime fan favorite. He never chased constant tabloid fame, choosing steady character work over blockbuster stardom, which kept him under the radar. He died in 2023 at 71, remembered for warmth and range. Luke Perry. Luke Perry's soulful gaze and quiet confidence made him a TV heartthrob as Dylan McKay on Beverly Hills 90210. After fame peaked, he focused on smaller films and grounded roles, staying respected but less headline-driven. He died in 2019 at 52, and fans still mourn his gentle charisma. Rutger Hauer. Rutger Hauer's piercing eyes and fearless intensity made him unforgettable, especially as Roy Batty in Blade Runner. Though he kept working constantly, his career often lived in cult favorites rather than the mainstream spotlight. He died in 2019 at 75, leaving a legacy of daring performances and haunting screen presence. Shannon Doherty. Shannon Doherty's sharp intensity made her unforgettable on Beverly Hills 90210 and later Charmed. After years of tabloid pressure and a long public fight with cancer, her work became more intermittent and the mainstream spotlight moved on. She died in 2024 at 53, remembered as fearless, outspoken, and fiercely loyal to fans. Thanks for watching Classic Screen Legend. If these once famous faces brought back memories, let us know in the comments which forgotten legend stayed with you the most, and why. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this with someone who grew up on these movies and shows. Until next time, keep the classics close, and keep the stories alive.